What's up, cello players? Let's learn the song Pizzicato Boogie today. Don't forget to slow down the quality in YouTube if you need it to be slower for practicing's sake. And also, don't forget to stick around after the playthrough for some tips and tricks on how to make this sound awesome. Here we go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Forte, nice and full. Make sure you're muting with the left or right hand. Two, three, four, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 on the ones. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Softer. Mezzo forte, maybe softer. Woogie, 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 woogie. 1, 2, 3, 4. To rush there. My bad. Soft. Loud here. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So right off the bat here, we've got to talk about muting with the left or the right hand. So whenever you pluck a string, it resonates until you touch it or the vibrations die. So if you just let it ring there forever, you'll get multiple sounds at the same time, as you can hear. And sometimes those notes clash with other notes that are in the song. So we've got to take our responsibility to stop these sounds. I like to use my left hand. However, I'm more of a jazz and electric player, and your teacher may teach you to mute with your right hand. There's actually there's something to be said with muting with the same finger that you pluck with. However, in our situation, you're going to find that you can't always mute with the right hand because you're having to play so fast. So I would suggest finding some combination of the both, or just sticking to one hand or the other to make it as simple as possible. Again, always refer to what your teacher says. You have to live with them. You don't have to live with me. So if they say something different from me, just go with what they say. Just be careful that you don't get a kind of a slap sound. You can get a lot of extra string noise with the muting going like that. So be gentle. Also, your teacher may not want you to mute. They may tell you to not worry about it at all. And if that's the case, then don't. In a live performance situation, those strings resonating and getting out to the hall may not be that big a deal to them. For the purposes of what I'm doing this for, my students are going to be recording into a computer, and their microphones are going to pick up all that extra sound. So we've got to make sure that we don't have that stuff ringing. And then as we roll through this piece, just a few things to make mention of that are kind of important. Make sure that you get this first entrance nice and big, forte, just like I mentioned. Make sure you're counting in your brain, kind of like the way I was counting to keep myself in time. Make sure that when you go to pluck from a high A to a low G, such as right here, that you're thinking about your wrist rotating down. Boom, 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 boom. Not ding, ding, and keeping that static. You don't want to keep that wrist locked. At measure 29, we have mezzo forte. I mentioned to play softer. Your musical director may tell you to play even softer than mezzo forte. They might tell you to play a little louder, just depending on how many people are in your ensemble and what the room is like. So always listen to your musical director for how loud to play. When in doubt, make it sound different. If it doesn't sound different enough to you, then do it a little more. So in this case, forte to mezzo forte. If it doesn't feel like anything changed, go a little softer. When we get over here to 2 measures before measure 41, you want to make sure that you play really soft on this high A, almost like it's not even there. Boom, like barely a speck on the radar. And then you can play a little louder on the next one. But you want to make sure this is super different than this G. And then similarly, you want to make sure that measure 41, that downbeat is so full, but not slapping. Just really full. Really let the dynamic contrast stick out here. Boom, boom. Let it be nice and full on that first note. And keep that up till the very end. Don't forget, in the last two measures of the song, it's your responsibility to count carefully. Bum, 2, a 3, 4, a 1, 2, 3, bum. If you're late or early to that last note, that last thing, I call it being late or early to the party. If you're early to the party, you're late to the party, you're going to miss the best part, which is playing together as an ensemble. And you're going to sound like you have a solo. And nobody wants to play solo at this level, okay? So be careful, right on the money. If this helped, let me know in the comments below. If you're playing this for a concert coming up soon, let me know in the comments below. Drop a link to a concert performance if you've got one. If you think my cello playing is trash, let me know in the comments too. Roast away. It's all good. We're here to learn, folks. I'll heart it and tell you, yeah, you're right. And then finally, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.